Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. In today's video, I'm going to be planning out my bi-weekly pay and deciding what envelopes I'm going to be putting money towards. For those of us who have never watched one of my videos, I have a zero-based budgeting system where every single dollar that comes in has a purpose. What you'll see here today is me cash envelope stuffing or planning for which cash amounts are going to go into my envelopes. I do this because I have a hard time with spending money when it's sitting in my account. I really enjoy purchasing things. So this way, if I have it in cash, I'm able to actually set a hard limit for myself that if I don't have it in my envelope, I am not allowed spending it. I only do my discretionary funds, and that's really because all of my bills are paid online with an automatic withdrawal system. So I keep track on my monthly planner which pay is going towards which bills, and that's the amount that stays in my account. So for this week, I'm going to be doing an amount of $685. My envelopes categories are all listed on this page. I actually created this spreadsheet for my planner. When I have cash in my binders, I actually put it in a safe because there is, well, $685, and then only take it out when I'm actually going to be making a purchase. So having this handy tracker really helps me to say how much is actually in my accounts or in each of my envelopes and what the purpose is, so that I can plan out what I'm going to be spending my money on before I just go and buy things. So, okay, well, let's get to it. So this week we are doing $685. I typically, these first, I don't even know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 categories are pretty standard. I may fluctuate a little bit on some of them just based on how much or how much my bills are. So this week, I actually have quite a few of my larger bills coming out. So for example, my insurance, which is like car insurance, because we have 2 vehicles, as well as my house insurance, which we own. So we needed to include, that's for example, if my house burns down or I need a new roof or something like that. So we have to account for all of that in our insurance. And so that is one of our big bills. So that's one of the reasons why this amount is so small, because those large purchases are coming out of this specific pay. So let's get into it. So for gas, like I said, my husband and I both have a vehicle. And so this amount has to last us for 2 weeks. So I typically do about 125. So we are going to keep that amount going here. And because it's split between 2 of us over 2 weeks, I do want to make sure that one of us is getting $50 and one of us is getting 75. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 50s, 120, and $15. Entertainment, we don't have anything going on this week, so I'm actually only going to put $5 in here, and this is just really if the kids want an ice cream cone or something like that. That's kind of the thing that would come out. We did a big movie night last pay, so this one is going to be smaller because we just have that. And because there's less extra money, we're just trying to be a little bit more frugal. I think $5 will be good in entertainment, and that's just a just in case amount, really. Groceries is probably the biggest expense. So we're a family of 4. I have 2 growing boys who eat a lot. They're both very active, and especially with school, making sure they have lunches and snacks prepared. And then of course I want to make sure they actually have a robust meal. So our groceries are quite a bit expensive. And not to mention the food price in Canada is ridiculous. So that's actually the bulk of what I'm going to be spending today. I think last Actually, I'll double check. Last time I did 460. So actually I should probably keep track of how much. So 685 minus 125 for gas minus $5 equals 555. So that doesn't leave us a lot. So this is a grocery shop for 2 weeks. So I think I'm gonna do 410. That will give me 205 each week. And we're gonna split that up. So I want 4 100s, and then we'll do 2 5s. So 410. So that only leaves us with $145. So that's not a lot. So I think we're gonna put $50 in restaurants. We don't usually go to super fancy, expensive restaurants, so $50 usually covers like a McDonald's run or A&W or something like that. So hopefully that will be amount. So we'll only eat out once in this 2-week period. I do, when I go to those places, I do like smaller bills. So I will go ahead and put 2 20s and a 10. So minus out $50, so that gives 95. Okay. I do want to make sure we put in $50 for medical. And the reason for that is, so even though I'm in Canada and our healthcare is covered, we do have quite a bit of prescriptions or expensive prescriptions. So my benefits don't actually cover all of what it's going to cost for those things. So I typically use this amount for those prescriptions I know need to be filled. I do use this as a sinking fund. So all of these funds down here, so from medical down, are sinking funds. Sinking funds are really, you're not emptying out those envelopes each week, but you're really saving up and putting money as much as you can towards each of these different categories. So when you do have to make a purchase, you've got money building each pay. So we're going to be putting $50 in there. I typically expensive purchases, so we're just going to go ahead and do 150. Okay, so that leaves us $45. My subscriptions. So this one I should actually probably move down, but I printed off a few of these papers, so we'll just keep them there. But I do have to put in $20 each week. So we don't have regular television or cable. Instead, we use things like Netflix and Amazon or my Apple Care coverage. So this is, I pay them off of my credit card. So I save up throughout the month. At the end of the month, I will empty out the envelope and put it directly onto my credit card so that I'm putting it on before those bills come out. So we can just go ahead and put 20 in there. So that leaves us with $25. One of the goals I have is really to save money for sports. So like I said, both my boys are heavily into sports. And so even though we've paid for registration and their equipment already, because of course growing boys, they need new equipment every single year, we do have things like tournaments and hotel fees and cash calls, that kind of thing for the team, for the teams, for the sports that they play. So I do want to at least put $10 into sports so that we are saving for that. Okay, so $15. The other thing that I really want to make sure to do, we have a big trip coming on our vacation to the States for American Thanksgiving. My husband's family is down there, so it's going to be a big family reunion. And so I really want to make sure that I am adding money to that every single pay. So we're going to do $10 in there. Oh, and I realized I forgot to put those amounts. So that really leaves us with $5, and I've already messed it up. So I think we'll put that $5 again in household. We have all of our toilet paper hand soap, laundry detergent, all that kind of stuff. So that's what comes out of our household fund. But I do want to make sure that there is a little bit of money in there just in case something comes up that we're not expecting. So I'm going to just add up all these, make sure I have the right amount. So 685, and that's how much I want. So now we are just going to add these up. So forgot to put a $1 there, or 1.5 there. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 times 5. 25. So 3 tens, which is 30. 20s, so 2, 3, 4, that's 80, and 350s, 150, and 400s. So 25 plus 30 plus 80 plus 150 plus 400, so 685. So everything equals out, which is fantastic. So now I will actually use this when I go to the bank to withdraw my cash, so I know how many denominations I need to get to ensure that I can divide them up in my binders appropriately. And that's it. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you need any advice, not that I'm an expert, but, or if you have any tips and tricks that you're using, I would love it if you would leave a comment. I haven't had too many of those, so I'm excited to have a few more. So please go ahead and comment. And then if you want to see more of my videos, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. I should be posting, once I go to the bank and get the money, I will film a video that actually does involve my cash envelope stuffing. So thanks everyone. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.